Alright, Kim.
Yes.
Shadows over Innistrad.
From under the floorboards.
I like this, to be honest. This is also very good. Hermit is very good. Who's going first?
Oh, you can go first.
Alrighty. I suspect I may just choose the... It's a shame that they come in tapped, but that Madness X. If we can make a Madness deck...
I'm willing to give it a go.
No, I wonder, can I... I've changed a few things since last. Here we go.
Can we drop that down so... Yeah, that's more like it.
Okay.
Vessel of Malignity is the one that gets rid of things in their hand, isn't it?
Yes, it's a...
Why is that popping up in front of all...
The reserved cards, it's just because it's reserved.
Yeah, but does that permanently set? That's better. Okay.
Alright. Time. I think I'm just going to go with 4 under the floorboards. I'm happy with that. And I'm just going to try and get some Madness Enablers. Alrighty, Kim.
Alright. Delirium. Well, if we're putting things into the graveyard, that could work.
Yes. And even that's also... The Tooth Collector is just a very good creature, just in general. Caller's Assistant's pretty good as well. I think the Tooth Collector, though, is a 3/2 for 3 mana, and you have a possibility of killing a creature. It's just pretty nice.
We're not limited to one colour yet, so
no.
I'm going to look at other colours as well.
That's a bit weird. Look, they've got an extra finger on the paw.
I wonder if that's consistent in all the artwork.
Yeah, look, maximise the artwork again. They've got an extra thumb.
Oh,
an extra thumb.
I didn't notice. That's clever.
Alrighty. So we've still got a bit of time.
Alright. Well, this is another Delirium, so that does 1 damage to people. This ends when it enters the battlefield.
Even if it don't activate Delirium, it's still a good card, I reckon, Tooth Collector.
It is, yeah. I must admit, I don't see anything better than Tooth Collector. So
Catalogue's a bit of a Delirium thing, but you have to pay 3 mana, so it's not the best.
I'm happy to go with this.
It's not Delirium, Madness. Okay, well...
Not much black's coming through.
Oh no, that's not very good, because you have to cast it first. Yeah, black's being cut. So we could... Just the Wind is pretty good.
Agreed. And it doesn't matter, this card.
Erdwall Illuminator is pretty good. That's fine.
Are we likely to have zombies in black? We're quite likely to have zombies.
Yeah.
But that only triggers once, though, so it's not
the
that
problem
much.
is,
and
well,
it's 5 mana.
you have to spend 5 mana on it, unfortunately.
If triggered more than once, that would be much better.
Yeah, like I don't mind getting the Erdwall Illuminator. I'm sorry, I actually didn't mean to do that, but sorry, it's your turn anyway.
I gathered. Well, here is our Black Madness, and that follows the adding 2/2 zombies.
Absolutely. Oh, and Murderous Compulsion.
Oh, that is good. I must admit I like this a bit more.
Yeah. I don't know. That is a common. Geese's Bidding is an uncommon.
There's also another Madness one. This is actually a much improved mana cost as well.
It is.
And we're not solidly in blue at all. In fact, anything.
I kind of like our black so far, so I would like to solidify our
Well,
stance
I don't think I can go
black.
Past Murderous Compulsion.
Murderous Compulsion or Geese's Bidding
There's no way that's going to come back.
I suspect you're right.
I'm going to go for this.
It's pretty good. Alrighty. Well... We could definitely move over into blue if we get any of the good blue, like draw a card, discard card type stuff.
Our consideration for Madness.
Oh, absolutely.
And we know, if on the off chance we happen to get that Olivia Voldaren.
All right. Nothing here I'm massively a fan on. This is fine. It's potentially a 4 mana instant speed remove spell. And I am a fan of removal. Maybe I like that more than just solidifying us in black with this Vampire Noble.
I'm not sure at all about Vampire Noble.
Well, Vampire Noble is a very average card. It's strictly worse than Tooth Collector on by 2 levels sort of thing. We could just go warped landscape, which I actually don't mind as fixing. Or we could just go this inner struggle. It's an instant speed, usually removal spell.
I'm liking in a struggle, but I'm fine with warped
Pieces
landscape.
of the puzzle isn't great. Maybe I'll just go for the most rawly powerful spell here, which I think is inner struggle.
Ooh, well, this is the obvious one.
Okay, it's looking like this could be pretty good. We've got
That is useful if we end up with vampires, but we don't have any yet. I don't think I can go past Biting Rain.
it's pretty good.
It kind of hurts us because we've got all those zombies.
All we just need to do is do the Biting Rain beforehand or trade off our zombies.
Or we just wait till
this
it's
is a
obviously
really good
advantageous.
booster.
It is. It's definitely the best so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go for this. It
Yeah,
seems to be the clear winner there.
Yeah, that seemed fine to me. Well, okay.
This is not bad for us. Shambleback works with stuff we've got in our graveyard, and is yet another 2/2 black zombie. Hound of the Firebolt works with Delirium, which is also good for a
Creature
madness
card.
deck, putting things into the graveyard.
Yeah, you need a creature card in the graveyard to make this work, and then you only get a 2/2 and 2 life at the end of it.
It's true.
I think I
But it's
prefer.
only a 1/1.
I think I prefer the Hound. This is pretty aggressive.
Broken Glass is a madness enabler.
It is. Well, you don't discard. It's not a madness enabler. It's a delirium enabler. It's self-mill.
Oh, you're right. It's mill. Yeah, I was getting mixed up.
Latch key. You're thinking of the key.
I was.
You're thinking of the key.
Yeah.
The key is actually a very good madness enabler. All right, Kim.
Oh, we've got another one of these.
And that's a madness enabler, and it's only 2 mana.
We do actually have quite a few sorceries so far. An instance. But mainly sorceries. And it's a counter, so it's permanent. That's tempting. We are more sort of lean black though.
Like, it's completely up to you. I think I'd probably be happy with either one. Like, if we want to really solidify our signaling for black, we could pick up a Macabre Bolt. I don't know how late they'll go.
I think I'm slightly preferring the I like the fact that those counters are permanent. So I'm going for that.
Okay, so we can get this. I'm not convinced how good that is. Could get Adjust the Wind. An Uncaged Fury is very aggressive, and I don't think we're playing the aggressive game.
Just the Wind is madness.
Just the Wind is
Or
madness.
if you wanted to get something to work with Erdwell Illuminator, you could go for Jace's Scrutiny. Options.
That is true. But it's not a great card. I'll go with the Vessel. Yeah, probably didn't need to go with the Vessel.
Well,
yeah,
I'm
look,
not gonna go with that
they're
one.
going so late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicker Witch is solidly in any colour. It's not too late to go green.
Up to you.
I'm honestly going to go with this. I think
Sure.
that's a decent card, and as I said, it's not too late. We're solidly in black, but not solidly in anything else yet.
Alright. Well, we have a mediocre 5 mana that will fit into our deck no matter what. Or we have a possible madness card, but that's generally an aggro card, and I really don't think we'll. Oh, maybe we are. I don't know. We could just go.
Too late.
Oh, that's fine. Well, these are going late.
That one seems to be the choice. And we have a little bit of a zombie tribal going on, so, you know.
It's a madness enabler.
Isn't this my turn?
It is. Apologies. Oh,
That one. That's what I want.
sure. Don't want any of this. Huh? Well, the Macabre Bolters are going very late. They may not be very good.
Guess we'll find out.
Well, we've got our black.
Alright, so I believe it's my turn to go first this
It
time.
is.
Okay. Well, we've got another Erdwell Illuminator if we want to go that route. Oh, not likely. Another Just the Wind.
We want some...
I'm tempted by this. I think this is great, but we're not in white at all.
At this point, we're not in either red or blue or green
I
either.
know.
So we can basically be primarily black moving into white. The problem is if we're going madness, we kind of need to be in blue or red. But it's up to you.
We have no clear theme yet.
Well, we do have madness, quite a lot of madness. That is definitely a theme we have.
Well, I'll go with that. Just because I don't have any time to think.
Alright. Okay, that's fine. Madness card. We need the enablers. Oh, that's an accelerant. Don't think we need that. Although it is...
You can investigate repeatedly if we just go with
Yeah,
that.
that's a very, very grindy card.
It's true.
If we end up...
Dead weight is removal. It's cheap removal.
Well, that's true, actually. We may just want to go that. That's actually pretty good removal, actually. And I wouldn't mind this reduced to ashes, but we don't know if we're going red. I wouldn't mind any of this blue. I'll go the dead weight, because we know we're going to be black. And we're in second booster. We've got time.
Well, this is our only black card in here, so... Draw 2 cards and sacrifice something? I don't know. I don't like the sound of that. Well, if we go red...
That's very much an aggro card.
Also Vampire Tribal.
Yeah. It's got madness, but... The
Dual shot is removal, but it's not great.
The Stitched Mangler is actually pretty good.
It's true, and it is a zombie. We actually do have quite a few zombies, so you never know. We might end up getting something that works with zombies, so I think I'll go with that.
Alrighty. I don't mind
Ooh,
this.
there's a throttle.
Yeah, oh yes, throttle is good. Man, I'm just going for that. No enablers still. This is pretty good.
Yes.
But very much an aggro card. Again, these are coming round, but they're commons. I suspect we just go
There's also Malevolent Whispers.
Where's Malevolent? Oh, yeah. We're kind of really wavering between green and red and blue at this point. And honestly, I'm just gonna will happily switch to the color, either red or blue, that has the enablers.
Sure.
So if we get all the red discard cards to get stuff like the neonates and all those guys,
I get it. Throttle is safe. Let's go with that.
or if we can end up with some blue enablers, that would be awesome. Or another Geesa's Unbidding.
We didn't get the first one. This is our opportunity.
Oh yes.
So, commit down energy to transform. Oh, that's the unblockable one. Oh, there's another one, a Pie House. We do have a lot of instants and sorceries. That's our Vampire Tribal.
It is for, yeah. It's for...
I would happily go with that or that, but considering your argument for black, I'm happy to go with Keys' bidding.
We've passed 2.
Plus, if we do that zombie tribal, that would be great.
Alright. Here we are. Madness Enabler. Calling it, I reckon. This is also not a bad Madness Enabler, because you get to untap the lands and then discard the card.
Okay, before we make the decision,
yes.
Is the madness we've got actually any good?
Oh yeah. This is really good. This is really good. This is really good. Although we don't want to Madness Reckless Scholar into the other one. That's really good.
Okay. Let's get it then.
Reckless Scholar. I would have liked to pour over the pages as well.
Well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait a sec. Okay. No. I think this is the easy choice here.
Yes. Okay, well, another dead weight.
Arms of the Vein, which is now Madness, which we now haven't enabled.
Yeah, but basically for that's very It's
The
very
Tranyard one,
one-dimensional.
now that we know we're going more into blue,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
investigate, which works with the Erdwall
Yeah,
Illuminator.
yeah. I think I'm probably going to be happy just going the dead weight.
Alright.
Just because the curve of a lot of these...
It's pretty high.
Well, actually, like there's a lot of aggressive decks with quite small creatures. So dead weights, I think, are just going to be keeping us alive. Also, if you want to enable Delirium, Explosive Apparatus is technically kind of mediocre to slightly bad removal. That does enable Delirium. Or we can just go that, actually, to be honest.
Well, the trouble with this is by the time you cast it, you've already spent 5 mana and it only does it once.
It doesn't really enable Madness. I have no illusions
Delirium,
of that. Might
I'm
be
probably
easier.
going to go with Hound of Defilement. Besides, it's you know,
It's a pretty nice. It's a
creature.
pretty nice closing out. Now, don't know if we really want that.
I would suspect
And
not
I
to
don't.
draft.
And we don't need this because I think our removal is better. So I reckon just Magnifying Glass.
We can investigate over and over, so...
Yeah, and it's a it's a grindy card, and it sort of pumps us into our top end.
Well, if you're worried about aggressive things...
At this point, I don't mind. I think Dual Shot's probably...
Well, we could hate draft this, so no one gets a big bulky creature.
Yeah, I'm happy with whatever you pick, to be honest.
I'll hate draft that.
Alrighty. These are going so late, they're just not very good. I suspect this is the best thing to hate
High
draft.
Hound all the way.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad that came back.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Piehound's just a wee bit too expensive, I reckon, to be good. Ooh, Macabre Waltz again.
We have a lot of instants and sorceries.
Yeah, I still suspect it's a wee bit too expensive. Well, the Macabre Waltz is, like, I don't know if we'll be able to really make this work, because you need a lot of creatures and graveyards. Ooh. That's pretty good. So it's my turn to choose again, isn't it?
Yes. That's actually quite good when we've got lots of zombies.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they might madness something out. Deny Existence is pretty good. Yeah, I reckon it's probably be Compelling Deterrence.
Also, we can just wait until they're tapped out as well, so they can't.
But I just can't turn down Epiphany at the Drown Yard. It's just really good card advantage, I reckon.
All right.
Yeah, I'm tempted by the Compelling Deterrence, but we've got a lot of interaction already.
Oh well, Devil's Playground, but we're probably more in blue now.
Oh.
We've got another Stitched Mangler.
Yes.
What's this? Zombie Horror. Discard 2 cards. Okay, so that's another enabler.
It is.
Return it to the... Well, that looks pretty good to me.
I think so.
Yeah.
I like the some of the other stuff there as well. But here we go.
Oh, there's another zombie.
Stuff.
Yeah, we're really strong in zombie tribal.
Oh, this is the mill one. Don't want that. Yeah, we want this, I reckon. Giving the
And
zombies.
we can give all the zombies death touch.
Yeah,
yes.
Give zombies death touch. This is actually really good for
yeah,
us.
it is.
It's yeah, absolutely going for this. I'm gonna move the red into the sideboard.
Agreed. As much as I like the Pyre Hounds, I think we've got some zombie tribal.
There's a deck in that one day maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I still am not in. Yeah, we'll see. I reckon it's a blue-red deck. Okay, your turn, isn't it?
All right. Well, here's our madness creature.
Nagging
I
thoughts.
don't really want Pick the Brain. That's not too bad, but
it's
I
fine.
think I like this bit more. I mean, this saved us 2 mana if we can get the madness.
The main thing does is it saves us a card, because
Yeah.
often the madness enablers are like, discard a card to draw a card. The card that we discard is one we play.
Let's get that one.
Sure. We really ideally want more enablers, so enablers now are like a really high priority. And we've got some stuff like Macabre Waltz and such, but got a lot of madness. Not a lot of ways of turning it on. It's looking pretty good though. Okay. None of this is great for us.
Sanitarium skeleton's okay, and Silverland Snapper is okay, because we do have a fair number of non-creature spells.
Yeah, I wonder. I'd much prefer the 6 mana one where you sacrifice stuff. The one with Menace, that one's just so vicious. This does block okay. Do we take the skeleton just for rid of low end, and we can keep bringing it back? I mean, we can discard it away, bring it back. Might go the skeleton. I think the snapper will come later as well.
Well,
there's a deck in there. I don't know if it's our deck, but we may actually have nothing better.
we need to have lots of instants and sorceries, though.
How many do we specifically have?
Wait. Okay, we don't have that. I honestly think this is the best for us, considering we're in black and blue.
Yeah, you're welcome to go for it. I don't think the vampire is that great.
All right, so there's a discard one there.
Oh, absolutely, 1,000 times
Wait a
yes.
sec, what does the Crow Tidings also?
It does
no, it's
self-mill.
Okay.
1,000 times the Pale Rider.
What's Shambleback?
Oh, it's the kind of lame get us.
No, it's good. Yeah, go for
Yeah.
Pale Rider.
Pale Rider 1,000 times. 3/3 for 2 mana. Turn on a Madness card. Yes. Just yes. Remove one of these. Oh no. Move one of the Macabre Waltzes to sideboard. Come on, enablers. Probably a bit late in the pack now to be receiving too many enablers.
Well, I've got something that turns on Investigate, or we've got a Skulk Lifelinker.
Yeah, I don't know that we've got no way of really making that any good. We've got nothing, but the Drownyard Explorers I think is fine. We could hate a Fiery Temper, but I think the Drownyard Explorers is just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, options are. Actually, don't mind that.
I don't mind that either.
Don't mind just leaving that up upon occasion. Don't know if we'll actually play it, but do we really want a Vampire Noble? Don't think we want either of these two. I mean, maybe a Homunculus. What are our creatures like? I think we've got more top end. I think deny existence. Do we have many instants? Yeah, we've got instants.
3 seconds.
Yeah, seems fine.
I really don't think that's a good card.
It is an instant. So the idea is that you can sacrifice a creature just as it's about to be stolen by an act of treason, or in response to it being killed by removal. It actually is a lot better now that we've got deny existence.
All right.
It may not make the main deck, but
all right, sure.
I don't really think we really want an Epitaph Golem. 5 drops are actually not bad. Okay, do we want a Furtive Homunculus or Catalogue? That's a Madness enabler. I mean, it's 3 mana, so it's not great.
Well, it also gets us another card, so
yeah,
I think that's okay.
Your turn, isn't it?
Yes.
What do you reckon?
I have no preference.
Yeah, I'll hate this. I actually don't mind Stoic Builders. I think they're fine. Alrighty. What do we need to lose? To lose a not inconsiderable
7
number of cards. One day, by the way, the Pyrehound into Rise from the Tides is a deck. You know, playing basically just Pyrehounds and loads of instants and sorceries, blue-red, I reckon. And then you just top out at Rise from the Tides, just making a million zombies. That's a deck, I reckon. As low creature count as you can make it. But that's not our deck this day. Alright, let's see, what do we want? Sanitarium Skeleton, I don't know if that
I'd
actually
get
does
rid of
much for
Erdwall
us.
Illuminator. We didn't go for the investigate stuff.
No, we've got Investigate stuff.
Not much.
Drown Yard. It's a 1/3 flyer for 2 mana.
Oh,
That's
okay.
actually fine. Yeah, that's all.
We've got a lot of 5 mana things. Do you want 2 Hound of the Urbogs? Was it Urbogs?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think we want some good top end. All right, let us.
Do we need magnifying glass?
Is that really our creature count? Well.
I kept saying we had lots of instances and sorceries.
Yeah. Well, we've got 12 creatures. Okay, so those are enchantments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are a lot. Rise from the Tides. How many will we have gone through at that point?
Who knows?
Right, well, Macabre Waltz probably needs to come out if we're not going to have creatures reliably in graveyard. Maybe Catalogue. Maybe Nagging Thoughts. What are we playing on 2? Maybe we do want Nagging Thoughts. Oh, we need to lose another 5.
I'm not a big fan of Nagging Thoughts.
Yeah, sure. Does this do enough? We need another Investigate.
How badly do we want the Investigate?
How badly do we want the mana? You're going fairly big. Probably want creatures as much as possible.
Agreed.
So much madness. So little enabling. Maybe we want to get rid of Merciless Resolve. Catalogue at least, might enable some madness stuff for us once we get high enough. Like if we can't take it to 5 mana, then I suppose we can leave up Catalogue into Murderous Compulsion. But we need to get to 5 mana, which is probably why we do want a Magnifying Glass. Right, we need to lose another 3. Do we lose the dead weight? No, there's a lot of things it hits. This, or the aggro decks.
They could be sideboarded in though for aggro decks.
Yeah.
Because if we're mainly putting...
Maybe just the wind needs to go.
Sure. I'm not particularly attached to it.
There's another instant. Alright, another 2. Maybe we ditch either the Twins or the Hound.
The Twins is a good madness card.
It is. We've got a lot of good madness cards. Two cards. This is a quite steep price.
It does enable madness, and it's a zombie, and we have zombie tribe.
I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it. I'm just thinking maybe we want our cheaper madness stuff. That's good.
That's also very good for us.
Yeah, how many do we have now? We've cut a lot of them. Like these are all our instances.
We've still got a lot. We had
1,
a lot.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a quarter of our deck. If we cast this on 6th turn, how many do we need it to be good? We need at least 3 instants and sorceries to already be in our graveyard for this to break even with good. because they're tapped as well. Whereas this, by default, already gives 3, and it's 1 mana
I'd probably
less.
take out the dead weights and put out Magnifying Glass and bring back an instant or sorcery in that case. I like Just the Wind the most out of those.
If I was going for Rise from the Tides, like straight up a Rise from the Tides deck, I think I would probably put in like just insane numbers of instants and sorceries, all of the instants and sorceries that make creatures, Pyre Hounds, that kind of stuff. I do suspect Rise, like, I don't know how aggressive, like we actually don't have a lot of early defense against aggressive decks. We do have the 2 Murderous Compulsions. And
if you put Just the Wind back in, that would also slow them down.
I think it's going to lose a 5-drop. I reckon the Twins for the time being. They are good.
Twins is much cheaper if you can get it to go off with Madness.
Well, yeah, but where are our enablers? I mean, if we catalogue into Twins, we need 6 mana before that happens. Reckless Scholar, we only have 1. I mean, we can Macabre Waltz, but then we're probably not doing it for value. Alright, we need to lose 2 more. We've got 2 minutes. I like this.
I definitely do not want to get rid of that one.
This is pretty good, especially if we Madness it. Look, I think it's probably got to be Rise from the Tides. Unless we want to change the entire deck to bring all these back in, or most of them. And I just think...
Okay, let's make a decision. Let's lose it.
Alrighty. And then a dead weight. Right, that's our 23. Maybe we just ditch Deny Existence and bring back a dead weight. Because Deny Existence has to be kept up, whereas this can be played at our leisure.
You might need to keep mana up for Madness anyway.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, I think that'll do. Seems interesting.
Let's give it a go.
And the curve seems fine. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, we've got a pretty even curve. Probably do want... I think this is fine. Don't think we want too many more swamps than islands. Just want to be able to reliably play these. Alrighty, let's submit this. One final look. I am very much looking forward to trying that red-blue deck one day.
One thing you might want to briefly consider in the last few seconds, Sanitarium Skeleton.
Too late.
Well.
Alrighty, well, we shall see you guys in game 1.